Well, I think we're about to be live. Yep, because I can hear the double sound. So, well, hello everyone. Actually, there is nobody here right now, so I am talking to myself essentially, as I usually do in real life. No, that's not true. But anyways, so we're just gonna wait here for a few moments to see if anybody wants to connect and watch this live stream. If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and play by myself. And so today we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club, which is exactly not the kind of game that I usually play. But this one apparently it's interesting because it's not what it looks like. It's not just cute girls and lots of reading, but it's also a horror game, surprisingly. So I'm looking forward to see what that's all about. So if you're watching this video not live, I mean if you're watching this video after it's already completed as a regular YouTube video, just feel free to skip the introduction part and go to where we actually start playing. I'm just gonna waste some time still waiting for people to join, and maybe nobody will join, but we will give it like 3-4 minutes and see what happens. In the meantime, I will just blah blah blah. And well, everything is ready today. I already got my phone chat up and running. I can see the chat on my phone. I don't have anything to wait for. Okay, well, I don't know. This music has been stuck in my head for half an hour now because I prepared the stream for too early, and this dun 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 dun. I'm sure tonight I'm gonna dream about that. Anyways, I don't think anybody's coming here. How sad my YouTube channel is. So we're just gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna play by myself. I'm gonna read it out loud because this game is all about reading. So it's, I guess people don't really want to read it. Like they don't want to watch a live stream and have to read the text. So I'm just gonna read it by myself. I mean, I'm gonna read it out loud for you, so you don't have to read it. So let's see, new game. And before I start reading, I actually want to check if it's working. Yeah, it's working. All right, well, let's see what's happening. Somebody says, "Hey." I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Well, I'm not gonna read that but I just did. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. They actually have my name. I put my name in there, Sentient. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. We were actually. That's mean, Sentient. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. So we cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Sentient, have you realized that nobody's watching your live stream? Yes, I have. Also, have you decided on a club to join yet? You mean like a nightclub? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I wanna be home by myself and make live streams nobody watches, please. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you will join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds like your typical stay-at-home gamer, otaku, useless human being. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What's a NEET? A NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? I hope this is not too loud. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. Do they have the YouTube club? Because I think I need that. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh, we're changing scene. Okay, just a sec. Alright. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Sounds like real life. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hey, there is somebody watching right now. Well, hello there, you unlucky viewer. You just entered the saddest and most lonely stream ever, and we are streaming a visual novel here, but this is not a typical one. It's apparently it's a horror one. Nothing horror so far, but anyway, so this is just the start, so you didn't miss much. Feel free to say hi in the chat if you are a real human being. If not, just type 100101. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and continue reading for you. Hello, Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Honestly, I hate literature. Like in real life, literature was my least favorite high school subject, and I think it's pretty useless. compared to all other things like, I don't know, math, biology, chemistry, anything else, languages. I think literature is pretty useless, so I will definitely not join a literature club in real life. But anyways, I guess today we are. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Somebody's writing me on WhatsApp, but they don't know that I'm in school right now and I'm having a conversation about literature club, so I can't answer. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make me promise you can't keep. Don't make promises you can't keep. They keep texting me on WhatsApp. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. She's so excited now. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. By the way, whoever is watching this, if you hear like a double audio, like if you hear like an echo, just let me know, because that will be my phone's audio that I'm basically watching my own stream from the phone to make sure that it works well. So if you hear like double sound, just tell me and I'll try to fix it. So I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1 with purple hair. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Hajimemashite. Sentient desu. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? There's another girl with pink hair now. Way to kill the atmosphere. Girl 3. Sentient, the famous unknown YouTuber. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I'm like, all words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. I think this girl wants to beat me up. Oh, there's 4 people watching right now. Well, I mean, 2. So, hello to spectator number 2. Wait. Oh, somebody just said... Well, I just approved a message that says fuck. And then says hey. And then I say hello. Hi. Hacker and Gamer, how's it going? I think when you write something like fuck, the chat disables it. Yeah, so maybe don't write that kind of stuff. Anyways, welcome. And yeah, I basically just joined a literature club in a high school, and there is 4 girls. Wait, the chat doesn't seem to be working. Give me a second. Yeah, I think it will work now. Let me see if I fixed the chat. I fixed it, but please don't swear. Especially, you know, with this underage girls populating the screen. In fact, maybe I should delete that message. Give me a second. Keep it family friendly. Well, I don't even know how to do that. Oh, here. Can I remove it? Yes. Okay, well, let's carry on with this playthrough. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say that. Don't say things like that. Well, it's a compliment, no? You don't have to worry. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Wait, let me reply something in the text chat. Just so it looks like I'm not ignoring it. I don't know who my viewer is right now. Probably not Hacker and Gamer anymore. I think he came and left. And so I really would like to know who is watching me right now. But it's fine if this is gonna be like an anonymous spectator. Anyways, Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Sentient. I didn't think we knew each other, but okay. Monica smiles sweetly. We know each other well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, two-dimensional, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Sentient. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Okay, calm down. Sorry, I got a little too excited. So, Hacker and Gamer is still here. Well, he's back, I guess. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I made some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and the little pieces of chocolate we're used to make ears. So cute! Kawaii desu. What's up, Hacker and Gamer? The chat is not working again. Give me a second. I don't know why. I have to like come back and click on here. I don't know why it's not working real time for some reason. I don't know. Not like there is much happening in the chat anyway. So how are you doing, Hacker and Gamer? And we finally reached 5 viewers. So hello to everyone. So the name of the game is the title of this video, which is Doki Doki Literature Club, which is free on Steam. So if you want to play it, you can download it for free. You don't even have to do piracy. And it looks like, you know, a cute game, but like I said, it's a horror game. I don't know when or where the horror part will come out. I don't know what kind of horror it is. I didn't really see anything about it, but apparently it's horror. So okay, the chat is 100% not working, and I don't know how to fix it. Yeah. Basically, for the chat to update every time, I have to go back to whatever, like to outside of the game to see it. Otherwise, it doesn't update. I probably messed something up by myself. Well, maybe if you guys give me a second, I can try to fix it. Let me give me a second, okay? I'll try to fix it. So if I do like that, and then I do like that, and then I do like what? Okay, so maybe now it works. Anyways, welcome to Next Gen Gaming. Thanks for writing in the chat. Feel free to leave a like or, you know, whatever, subscribe. I never seen you before. I recognize Hacker and Gamer, but not you. Okay, I think it should work. Hopefully it will work now, the chat. So let's go back to the game. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious, which in Japanese is, you say oishi, because I'm learning Japanese, right? So I know how to say a few things. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Good job, Sayuki. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. It is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. No, haven't I heard this somewhere before? I think the chat is still not working. Is it? It's not working. Well, I have no idea why today is not working. It was working fine the other times. Anyways, let's carry on. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you, you know. Alright. I give up on Natsuki weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, and tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I don't actually enjoy tea in real life neither, so... I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Sometimes something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and making something special out of it. Hey, Jose. How's it going? Where are you from? Jose Alvarenga. Spain or something? Just to let you know, the chat doesn't seem to be working unless I manually update it. Like, it doesn't appear in the video until I go to manually refresh it for some reason. So if you type something there and it doesn't come up, don't be mad. Anyways, Monica, she's basically telling us about why she created this literature club that we just joined. This is a horror game, by the way, so Don't know if she's gonna kill me later on or rape me, I don't know. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in pulling out all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Let me go out, update the chat, go back in. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. You see, this whole thing about the literature club being almost empty and having to work hard to make people discover it and like enjoy it is pretty much the same thing I'm doing with YouTube. I make these live streams where there's like me, my father, my mom, and my dog and my cat. Okay, no, not really that, but there is like 2 or 3 people. And it's basically just takes a lot of effort to bring it to more people, but who knows, maybe one day people will enjoy it. This game reminds me of Love Live anime, though the characters look the same. I'm not familiar with that anime. In fact, I don't usually play this kind of games. If you check my channel, I have a lot of videos and none of them are about visual novels. This is a new thing for me, but I might check out this one that you said, Love Live anime. I'm watching anime recently because I want to practice my Japanese. Since I'm in Japan, I'm learning Japanese. Anyways, let's carry on. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Sentient, what kind of things do you like to read? I don't know, YouTube comments maybe? No, I'm kidding. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Yeah, exactly. More of a streamer kind of thing. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological element usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination to completely throw you off the loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Pretty much. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud." And give that back. Fine, fine. They're already fighting with each other. And hey, your cupcake, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulder. I'm not cute. Okay, well, if you say so. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, we can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. She's not comfortable neither. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poem. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of your own. Then, the next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. They're not very excited, but Sayori likes it. She's like, yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get all a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Sentient? Yeah, whatever you say. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I will join this club. For fuck's sake. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Sentient, you know, I'm defenseless against the girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, then I will not do it. No, I'm kidding. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club, for fuck's sake. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. I think we should save, by the way. Thanks, I guess. Okay, wait, I need to save because this is gonna go on forever. Okay, we've done our saving. Let's go back. Let me see if anything is happening over here. Nothing at all. How many people? Just one person watching, plus me. I wonder who is this person that is just like there, not saying anything. It's my secret viewer. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Sentient, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skill? I already feel the anxieties welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Sentient, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Somebody has a crush on Sentient. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? I don't think so. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Light Yagami. Hello, my friend. Where are you from? I'm going back to the chat to update it so it can appear. Alright, let's carry on. So I basically joined a literature club, which I hate because apparently there's like 4 cute girls and I wanted a cupcake, so I went there to get the cupcake and then they were like, oh come on, are you gonna join? And I was like, fine. US. Oh, it should be pretty early in US right now, right? It should be like, I don't know, it depends on which coast you are on, but yeah, it should be like super early. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, I need to actually write? What, seriously? I need to actually write? Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, I need to... What? Okay, so there was I think there was somebody said they like horror story. Okay, well, Light Yagami, well, good night then, and thanks for coming in and saying hi to me. So have nice dreams. I'm gonna keep reading this to myself like a crazy man, and I'm gonna make a poem. So let's see. First of all, let me save. I want to save now that I have like the choice moment. Okay, so first of all, I should decide which one I want to impress, because you know, different girls. I saw your comment in a PewDiePie video and I subbed because I like the way you talk. Oh well, thank you. I have no idea what comment I made in a PewDiePie video. It would be I would love if you could tell me what I said, because I almost never check PewDiePie, so I'm really surprised that I wrote something on PewDiePie's video. I wonder what that was. It must have been like a year or so ago. And he said I like the way you talk. I don't know what I said, but okay. Thank you so much. So in the meantime, well, I cannot. I don't have the option to impress Monica at the moment. It seems I only have the other 3 girls, so I guess I will go for the purple hair one. She talked about fantasy worlds and horror. Which one was the one that talked about horror? I don't even remember anymore. So let's say, I don't know. Well, this is a horror game. Maybe we should use other words. Agonizing. Look, depending on what I write, like one girl gets happy and the other 2 girls go unhappy. So let's say marshmallow. Nope, that made this girl unhappy. Philosophy. This girl is happy with philosophy. Daydream. Nope. I'm trying to make happy the purple girl. Smile. Misery. No, misery is not gonna make her happy. The name doesn't sound like a Japanese names. The name of what? The name of the girls? Let's try with universe. Yes. Vivacious. Yep. Raindrops. Sparkle. Uncanny. Journey. Extreme. I'm doing a good job now of picking words that the purple hair girl will like. Determine out. Twirl. Vertigo. Doki Doki, of course. Everybody should love Doki Doki. Sticky. Nah. Pleasure. Vacation. Disown. Incongruent. I don't know. How many words I have to pick? 2 more. Disoriented. And uncontrollable. Are we done? 1 more. Funny. Okay, whatever. Alright, I'm back. Monica says, hi again, sentient. Sorry for like sticking my head into the pink box. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha, nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, sentient. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like it deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't even know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Sentient always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, do I? Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Look, she loves me basically, the purple hair girl, after I made a whole poem about things she likes. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. It's so... You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Sentient can become good friends too? She's like, I'm so shy. Sayori, Everyone is like, doesn't know what to say. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Oh wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it really is not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. I think she wants to discuss something else actually, but okay. This says, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew, well, you can read it at your own pace, like 1 word a day maybe. That would be a good pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in a closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I will feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I'm after this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. She's like, oh, it's fine. If it was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. So basically she just bought that for me. How cute is that? There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time pulling it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an anonymous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give you anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship and her life starts to fall apart. Is that basically what's gonna happen in this game? That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Sentient? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of story, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that kind of stories, those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you think you're related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive ones for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like book and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I have put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That's it. Reading in companies with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. Okay, I need to save for a second. I need to check something. Give me a second. I don't think anybody's here, but still. I want to check something really quickly. Well, it does say there's 3 people, so if there are 3 people, I don't know, there must be somebody else in here other than me. I really don't know who though. Let me check the chat. There's no participants other than me. So we do have like one secret spectator, I think. I think 2 of the viewers it's me, like from the computer and from the phone, but the third one should definitely be somebody else. Anyways, let's go back. Blah blah blah. Well, it would be nice if that secret viewer can say something, so, you know. Alright, let's go back. So I opened the book and I start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you don't really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this will work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the 2 of them. That must be uncomfortable, to hold a book in between 2 desks like that. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. I mean, we have 2 books, like, just read from your own book. I know you want to be, like, close and everything, but we definitely need to read from 2 different books. If you want to be close, just get closer. Anyways, once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. That must be like so uncomfortable. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the sides. But holding it like this, we are huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. I think she reads too fast. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. God, this is like... The book they're reading is basically like me reading this game. It's just reading. I was wondering like when the horror part is gonna start. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does, like she's afraid that she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but you're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerism. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but sentient. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. She's like, I guess I more meant that it's kinda cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly jumps back into the picture. Oh, I think... One second, guys. Give me a sec. I want to check something. Oops. Oh, one sec. Okay, so now there should be 4 people watching, I think. Okay, 1 second. I'm going back to the game in a second. Okay, so back to the thing. I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Now there's 5 people watching, apparently. So welcome, everyone. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica's wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, so we're gonna read now. Okay, we should save because this is once again like the decision moment. So, do you guys have any preference? Do you want me to like talk to who should I read my poem to? So far we've been talking to Yuri, but I think the most interesting character, according to like stuff that I've seen online, is Monica. So maybe we'll go with Monica. I'm gonna wait a few seconds to see if you guys wanna vote for anything in chat. If you want me to like pick a different one. I guess nobody's there to write anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick Monica. I should start with Monica, the leader, right? Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi Sentient, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do together, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I bring up a new thing for this club that basically all the girls have to be naked while reading books. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Sentient. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Sentient. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Well, who did you take me for, Monica? Of course I was gonna go in deep, if you know what I mean. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about it. Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. This is exactly like YouTube, you know, you just gotta keep on doing things, keep on trying. I'm doing this live stream and, you know, part of me feels like, oh my god, there's like nobody here, nobody cares. I'm doing this like nobody interacting with me, but at the same time you just have to keep trying new things. Like last time I did the Evil Within, today I'm doing a completely different thing, so we'll just do things until we realize both what I enjoy doing the most and also what people enjoy seeing. So it's all a big experiment in the end. Anyway, so back to what she's saying, no, back to what I'm saying in the game. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. I could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. One thing I'm learning from this is that visual novels probably don't suit me well for YouTube. Unless people love me to read things out loud, but I don't think that's what's happening. Everyone else might be a little bit based towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write that way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, you don't want to read my poem now? Do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I'm sure her poem is like majestic. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. This doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. So this is her poem, okay. Just a sec. Alright. The poem is called Hole in a Wall. Sounds like Silent Hill 4. Anyways, it could have been me. No, it couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image, is just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. What? What did I just read? I didn't really get it. I don't know what this is all about, but okay. That was confusing. So what do you think? It's confusing, Monica. It's confusing as fuck. What kind of drugs do you take when you write this stuff? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's it, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of an epiphany recently. I've been influencing my poems a bit. No, it's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. That's a pretty good advice, actually. I agree with that. Thanks for listening. By the way, quick reminder. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna save because there is another choice. So before we go ahead, as usual, to the 2 people watching this right now, well, I'm guessing you enjoy listening to me read, otherwise you wouldn't be here still. And well, nothing, the usual stuff I always say, like once in a while, because I don't know if you heard this before or not, so just feel free to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook. I have a page where I post not just about YouTube stuff, but also about some photos, about, you know, other stuff. Like I'm in Japan right now, so I'm posting some photos of the city I live in. It's called Fukuoka. And what else? And of course, leave a like on this video if you want. And once again, feel free to type in the chat. I mean, you don't have to be anonymous, you can say hi. Anyways, now that that's said, let's carry on. Oh, I have to read a poem to every one of the girls? Oh my god. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go for Yuri, since that's the girl that we are working with. Like I was having a moment with Yuri earlier. So let's see. Here she is. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. This Yuri, she gets embarrassed so quickly for nothing. He's going to hate me. Did she say that out loud again? Well, I guess so, because if I hear her, then she's talking out loud again. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Haha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Not really. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant... Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and then form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Once Yuri finds her train of thoughts, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit based though. Based? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Or just to the fact that in this horror game nothing horror has happened so far. Anyways, do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, so this is her poem. Ghosts Under the Light, it's called. Let's see. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Why are these poems always so abstract? Like, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. The tendrils of my hair. Like, I have to stop for a moment and to imagine it. It doesn't. My brain doesn't automatically picture it. I have to like think. Okay, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. What amber glow? What are you talking about? Are you talking about like the sunlight? Why don't you just say sunlight? And she's bathing. She's bathing somewhere. You're at the beach or something? I don't know. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Well, where is she bathing? Like, if you are near a streetlight, well, maybe you're in your own bathroom and you're looking through the window. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. Light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. Alright then. That was a short poem at least. Alright. What? How do I... Oh no, don't tell me we're stuck. What happened? What happened? No! I can't advance. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Here we go. I'm sorry, I have been such a terrible I have such a terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, that's because I was trying to understand what you were writing. It's you and your tendrils and your ember glow. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write long poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Also, that was mild? Holy shit. Sometimes, something eager to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, sentient. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Even my in-game character is like has no clue what the hell I just read. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, usually to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Sentient. It's so strange to read my own name out loud. There's 5 people watching now. Hello, everyone. Me too. Okay, so I have to read the poem to every single girl. Pfft. I don't know if it even makes any difference, like the order in which I pick the girls. Like if I read it first to, I don't know, to Yuri or Sayoki or whatever. Okay, one sec, I'll be back. And I'm back. Sorry, every now and then I have to sniff 10 kilos of cocaine. My doctor prescribed it, otherwise I die. So, let's carry on. Who should I show my poem to next? Why? I have a better idea, guys, for the next time. We should have like a public reading of poems, so you just read it to everyone else, and you only have to do it once. You don't have to show it to everyone one by one. How about that? But anyway, since we have to show it to somebody else, I think Natsuki was the girl with pink hair, which was a little bit mean, and Sayori was the girl from the beginning, I think. So we're gonna go with, I don't know, with Natsuki, I guess. Well, it's all about what I expected from someone like you. Of course, she didn't have anything nice to say. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Jesus Christ, this girl just wants to beat me up already. Like, she's the smallest and the most violent of all of them. I'll pass. Thanks for the offer, though. I'm not into that kind of thing, but, you know. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Oh, yeah, show me yours. Not that you will like it. Eagles can fly. Oh, this is kind of more like a first grade kind of paper thing. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. It sounds like, I'm not sure if the last sentence is supposed to be sarcastic or something, like, but that people can try. Like, it's like all of these animals can do all of these different things, right? They actually do. But people just try, and that's it. So it's actually quite sad. It's quite cynic, actually, that even though she wrote something so simplistic, it's still like sad, like she's cynic, and yeah, no faith in humanity. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it instead. She's like, what? Just be honest. I am, Natsuki. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Actually, you know what? I agree with her. I like it. Like I like their poem the most. It's like you can understand it, and you can even get a more clear meaning at the end, and it still makes you like think, because I did get the message that she was saying, like, all of these animals do, and the only thing that people can do is just try rather than actually do. Which, you know, it's still a message. It's not just like, oh, roses are red and flowers are blue. Anyway, she says, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps brings out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, there is only one person left, so not much choice. So this is my supposed friend. We supposedly go home together after school. And yeah, but we don't do anything other than that, unfortunately. That is a good poem, Sentient. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who will be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Sentient, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do, if you say so. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Okay, so this is the last poem we read. And then I guess I'm gonna have to go back and write my own poem. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Okay, one sec. We'll see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. And if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. Well, this was another easy one to read. Like, the first two were more like, what the fuck? And then, like, the third was simple, and this one is kind of simple too. But this is already more like fancy, romantic, or whatever. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. I'm wondering if I should start reading poetry on my YouTube channel. Maybe I should just make videos of me reading poetry. Anyways, she wants breakfast. It's making me hungry too now. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. So basically the thing that she wrote was basically what she was thinking in the morning waking up, and like she didn't do her homework. She was just basically writing like, oh, the sun, like, I'm waking up, the sun is out, I want breakfast. Great. And I put real effort and you did that. Okay. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But the next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I should look forward to it. Well, surprisingly, 2 people are still here watching me read this thing. Thank you guys. I don't know who you are, but I'm surprised you haven't killed yourself yet by boredom. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. I don't know why my mouse is doing that. Okay. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to see something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. which people did, by the way. Well, I think she's talking about me, since only like 3 people read it. Okay, we lost 1 viewer, but 1 is still there, surviving. I guess I will keep doing this until there is 1 person left, and then when that person goes away, I might stop. Sayori liked it, and Sentient did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Sentient liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was inspired by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member Yuri. That's not what you're just, Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous the Sentient appreciates my advice more than I appreciate yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice? Are you that full of yourself? Wait, I just realized that I can make the music a little bit louder. Could have done that like an hour ago. We're back to 4 spectators, yay. I wonder if it's too loud now, the music. I don't know. Okay, are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Sentient started showing up. Oh, what are we talking about? Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little, this doesn't involve you. I don't know, I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Sentient? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Sentient. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also waste. You understand that, right, Sentient? I'm like, whatever. I'm like, I don't care, girls. Like, whatever. Can we just go to the part where the game becomes a horror game? Well, I'm still speechless. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So this is where I have to make a choice now. Let me see. Here, I guess. Okay, so let me tell you this, guys. I like both of these characters in a way. Well, I don't know. I mean, so Natsuki is the girl with pink hair, right? And I like the idea that she expresses herself more simply. I mean, using a more simple vocabulary, but that her message is more direct. And of course, the fact that she uses a more simple vocabulary doesn't mean that she's writing dumb stuff. She's just delivering it in a simpler way. And Natsuki, I don't know, I just think she looks better. That's all. She has bigger boobs as well, even though Natsuki pointed out that her boobs grew one size bigger since I joined the club, so that's probably not as big as they look like on the outside. So, and another thing about Natsuki is that she's kind of mean. She's kind of like, you know, rude sometimes and like a little bit unfriendly. So Fuck it. Let's go with Natsuki. Whatever. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. Yuri is gonna be so disappointed in me now because she loved me, like she was so into me, and now she's gonna be like, I can't believe that you're agreeing with this little pink shit. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feeling with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader imaginations take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. And Natsuki's like, yeah, I did it, didn't I? Haha. Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. Oh, poor Yuri. I feel bad for her now. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really a personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned today. What it looks like, I don't know. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri's like, what? She lost all of her crush now. She doesn't like me anymore, I'm sure. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. I don't even know what that word means, dejectedly. What's dejection? With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, sentient. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about, Natsuki glances around the room. Wouldn't everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori, I'll go make some tea. She ran away. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciates it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. And Monica's finally back. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poem, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, sentient, and to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. So, what does a real literature club do? Like, if you're in Japan and you're like in school here and you go to a literature club, you just have to like write stuff and read that to your classmates? And no teacher? Like, this is self-organized? Like, we don't have to show anything to teachers? What if we don't do any of this instead and just play video games on our phones? Who's gonna find out since there is no teacher? But anyways, let's go ahead. So we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Huh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all of my time doing nothing, but in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. She's always pissed off, the Natsuki. She's always like annoyed, basically. Sentient, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. So every day we have to write new poems? My god, that sounds dreadful. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I know to myself with newfound determination. Sentient, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hey, Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it neither. Sayori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No, that's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Sentient, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Actually, I shouldn't read sigh, I should just be like this. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to be? Does it really need to stop there? Basically, do I really have to be friend-zoned by you girls? What happened to just, you know, doing it? Anyways, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I'm going back home to write another poem. Oh my god. Alright, let me save. Oh, I have a lot of saving spaces. I'm not gonna need all of these spaces. But anyways. So let's see who's there's still 2 people there. I can't believe you guys. You're still there. This is more like a test to see how long you will endure. Like, if you stay there, I'm gonna stay here all night. I'm gonna keep doing this until everybody leaves. So there is 2 people watching right now. It says 4, but 2 of them should be me. So out of those 2 people, until you're there, I'm just gonna keep playing this game till the end. Probably go to the hospital right after for, I don't know. Okay, so first of all, why I have 3 options, right? Why can't I impress what's her name? Monica, right? Do you vote for any of these girls? Like, should I impress any of them in particular? First I went for Yuri, which is the girl with purple hair. Then I agreed with Natsuki. So I should pursue either one of these 2. I think Natsuki's a little bit too unfriendly, but Yuri seems a little bit too shy. I don't like when they're too shy. It's like, oh Jesus, like, be more, you know, be more relaxed. Like, she was so nervous about everything, always saying sorry. It's a bit, you know, makes you feel uncomfortable almost at some point. It's like, just don't worry about it, just go with it. I don't know. And then there is Sayori, I think it's Sayori, which is like this girl, I think. I don't know. I'm trying to point at her, but I don't know. I don't really feel any attraction for Sayori either. Anyways, I failed at my pointing. It should have been maybe here. I don't know. I cannot see myself while I do it. Anyways, let's carry on. So I don't know. Okay, let's go for Natsuki. I decided. Let's go for Natsuki. So let's go with simple words this time. Let's make a completely different poem. Last time we made a fancy poem. This time we're gonna make a simple poem. So we're gonna say pink, mouse, play. Okay, but they don't have to see happy words. They don't have to be happy words, because happy words go for Sayori instead. So hop, puppy, jumpy, cry. Cry is for Sayori too. All of these words seem complicated. Daydream. Misery. No, I'm putting points in the wrong girl. Hair. Rose. No. I don't wanna give points to Sayori. I wanna do points to Natsuki. Headphones. Fireworks. Friends. No, fuck. I'm giving points though to the wrong girl. Anime. Explode. Nope. Sing. Bed, definitely. No, fuck. Maybe I need to put darker words. Poof. No, poof. No, okay, let's try Destiny. Swimsuit. Can I go back and... Whoa, what happened? Oh. If I do this, words disappear, but... Okay, so, what? Music. Flying, silly, vivid, frightened. Sugar, cage. Let's try cage. Shit. Well, I have no idea who I pleased this time. Email. Doki Doki. Email. Let's go email. I guess the one that talks to us now is gonna be the one that got the most points into that process. And 1 second, I have to sniff my cocaine. Okay, done. Let's see who's left in the chat. Still 2 people there. God damn it, guys. You must have left the thing open. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Sentient. Yo, Sayori. What's up, girl? Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. What the fuck? Why am I saying no? To buy a snack? That's fine, let's go. And I'm being all so mysterious. I have my reasons. I can't eat snacks. I'm on diet. Okay, fine, whatever. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Okay, so basically, she wanted me to go get a snack because she doesn't have any money, so she wanted me to pay for her. But we got her. We caught her. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I will lend you some. But here's one more thing. You're always hungry. Eh? And so that only leaves the one option. Well, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. I'm becoming so gangsta now. Like, I was the new guy and now I'm already schooling people and, you know, like, looking down on them. Aha, Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Yuri... No, sorry, I mean, haha. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri... Ah, she actually said Yuri now. Tell Sentient to let me borrow your money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford, and frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Okay, anyways, I don't know who else is left watching. I think there's only one person. But I think I'm gonna do only 10 more minutes of this because I've actually been doing this for 2 hours. And for 2 hours, nothing horror has happened yet. So, I don't know how long I wanna keep playing this. I am enjoying reading to you guys. I feel like a daddy reading stories. But I think like in about 10 minutes we're gonna stop this. I'm gonna go kill myself. And then we will carry on from there. So it doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there is a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whoa, somebody got smacked. Who was that? Yeah... I was unaware something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles out the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. It's a miracle! It's because I paid my restitution! Retribution. Actually, that's what... That one almost worked. Natsuki is smiling happily. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. I was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Looks like... yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. There's 4 people watching again. I don't know why. There's new people keep coming here. I'm waiting for you guys to go away so I can end the thing, and you guys keep coming back here. But like I said, I think in a few minutes we will end this. And if you want me to do it again next time, because you are crazy and you enjoy me reading this stuff to you, then leave a comment or let me know or whatever. So maybe I'll do a part 2, and hopefully we get to the horror part. If not, then it's just gonna be a one-time thing. Anyways, let's go. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori, Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chooses the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard that bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you play music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. That's... Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! Oh my god, let's see. Okay, there's only one person left watching. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Sentient. Monika smiles sweatily. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished their entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. Why is she in the closet? What the hell? She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. So I think we're gonna save and we are gonna stop here. I'm gonna save over some old file. Okay guys, well, yeah, I think this is gonna be it for today. It's been a couple of hours that I've been reading this. Oh my god. It's a pretty interesting experience, to be honest with you. I don't usually read. I don't read books. I mean, I read stuff online only, and I don't read out loud. Oh, hey, what's going on? G Fury is here. Wait, what's going on here? One sec. First of all, let me update the chat here. Okay, so we got 5 people once again. I was just about to end the live stream and you guys came back. So welcome back to G Fury and Next Gen Gaming. So I've been doing this for a couple of hours. There has been one person apparently that has been watching this the whole time. I don't know who that is because they didn't write anything, but apparently somebody really enjoys me reading. Anyway, so like I was saying, I think I will stop right now because I don't know. I mean, it's just a very long story. And not much has been happening so far, to be honest. It's just like some generic school-related, you know, just literature club stuff, reading poems, writing poems. There was supposed to be horror in this. I thought it was gonna, like, I guess it's gonna become much darker later on. But I don't really have that much time to do this all at once. I thought it was gonna be shorter, maybe. Hey, it's okay, G Fury, don't worry. My time for streaming right now, it's all over the place because I'm still new to streaming. I'm still learning. I'm still finding my, you know, my audience, my content, and exactly, I don't have a schedule right now, so I might be online anytime, basically. So don't worry about that. And wait. Let me do this. Also, today the chat is not working well. I don't know why, but anyways. So, with that said, let me know if you guys think I should play a specific game. So, let me know what you think about this game, if we can even call it a game. It's not even really a game. It's just like a novel, basically. A visual novel, right? So, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you would like me to stream something else, like some other game. Or if you have any ideas, let me know. And for me, that's gonna be all for right now because it's been quite a while. So I'm gonna go and maybe get some food and maybe do some exercise. So thank you guys for checking this, and I'll see you next time, I guess. So if you haven't, make sure to subscribe. That's all. So see you guys. Bye bye.